Hey guys, it's me. Yeah, you thought my alter ego was gonna be on tonight. No. So it's me, Micah. Hope all is well. Hope you all are enjoying your time and had a great weekend and all that. Blah 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 blah. I went to LA for a week and a half, enjoyed myself. I'll be back, of course. As I said in one of my other videos, I'll be back. My cousin did not want me to leave, but you know, it was vacation, and it was a very relaxing vacation, but I had to get back. And then plus I left my laptop. Had I not left my work laptop home, I probably would have stayed, because I really packed for like 3 weeks. That's just how I pack. But yeah, so I had a wonderful time, amazing time. Makes me think about getting back into the entertainment industry, but we'll talk about that at a later time, But yeah, I had a wonderful time, and I'll be back. I'm going to go back out there probably like the first weekend in October. Going to do another week out there, but I'll be working this time, so I have to kind of get used to working from like 5:30 in the morning until like 2 in the afternoon. But I want to go back out there because there's some things that I want to accomplish. Along with continuously bonding with my cousin James. So thank you, James, for the hospitality. It was wonderful for us to bond, and we've been around each other for years. We're cousins on both sides of the family, don't ask. And so yeah, it was good. It was good. God definitely blessed my cousin to be in a very unique position, and I'm so happy for him. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get to what I'm getting to. So I watched this show called Love Island, right? I'm always thinking or whatever, and so I watched this show called Love Island, and if anyone knows, it comes on CBS. It's on almost every night of the week, and they're on their second season here in the U.S., and I think they may be on season 2 or 3 in the U.K. That's where it originated. And it's about love and bringing individuals in, a group of females, a group of males, and figuring out, who gels well with each other. Watching it all pan out from them becoming friends to being, dating exclusively to being in a relationship and all that kind of stuff. So it's a good thing. So if you guys want to check it out, I suggest just go ahead and skip to this particular season 2 on CBS. Stream it. It's pretty good. Tonight was intense, but tonight's conversation, tonight's show really stirred up some emotions for me, and I'm going to talk about it. As I'm sure for those who are heterosexual females, I have a lot of females on here that follow me, and some males as well, but I'm sure for a lot of you all, love is hard to find, love is hard to come by. When you get it, you cherish it, you hone it, you appreciate it, you nurture it, and your hope is for it to prosper into something more than just a relationship where it's boyfriend and girlfriend, to where they become your partner, and then from becoming your partner, they become your lover / husband or wife, And so Love Island really made me think about a lot of things about what I'm thinking mentally, not what I'm going through, but what I'm thinking mentally as it relates to love, and then what I want, what I had, what I desire. And so I want to just talk about it for a little bit, and maybe it'll help you guys to sort through your issues or your, whatever you're thinking in your mind, whatever it is that you're thinking about love and relationships and dating. So the question that I proposed to myself was, why am I so hesitant about giving love a try, or giving love a try again? And I have been hesitant. I've been single October, so next month I would be single for 2 years, and 2 years is not a long time. But when you're getting up in age, I'm 38, I'll be 39 at the end of this year, December 21st. You know what I'm saying? You really start to be like, oh shit, what's going to happen? Like, am I going to fall in love? Am I going to find the person that's perfectly made for me and designed for me? Am I going to find this person? And so I'm sure, even people that are older than me who are single, it starts to really bother you, and you like, okay, what's going to happen, right? So I'll give you a brief synopsis, or I'll give you a history to where I was and where I am today. So I think it's always good to talk about maybe the past before you get to the present and even the future. So we first talk about there's D, there's J, there's D, and there's W. The first D, I was 19 years old. I was 19 years old, going on 20 years old, in a relationship with someone that was 4.5 years older than me, and someone that knew much more about life and much more about what we used to say gay lifestyle than I did. I was very naive to a lot of things during that period. And so with D being older than me, D was a manipulator. He was a liar. And I feel like he used me at the very tender age of 19, because I was living in South Carolina at the time, and I knew that I was going to, move to Atlanta. That's the place that I wanted to move. So after my first year of college, I then moved to Atlanta, and I felt like he used me in a sense to transition his move from LA to Atlanta, and I was the person that helped him get to Atlanta. I was also the person to help him get into his apartment in Atlanta, because the apartment was in my name, not his. So when I think about that at 38, almost 39, so that was almost, that was a while ago. That was a while ago. Bear with me, because when I think about, no, I'm not crying. I feel like I got something in my eye. But, no, seriously, I wasn't crying. But, definitely not going to cry over that shit. But, yeah, he was a manipulator. He was a liar. I felt like he used me. He didn't abuse me, but I definitely feel like he used me. He lied to me. And, we even were still together a couple months after we broke up. But I saw how he did his next boyfriend, and, of course, so forth and so on. And that could have really set a precedent of how I was going to look at men, or look at anyone that desired my heart. But I didn't look at them like, oh, you're going to do me like he did, like he did me. I gave everyone a chance. And so that's what happened with the first D. That's just what happened. I can go on and on. I don't want to do all that today. That was, and that breakup, it wasn't really... I think when we was going through the breakup, and when we finally broke up, I cried because I was 19 at the time. Was I 19? Or was I 20? I was 20 at the time. And here I am thinking, what the hell am I going to do? I'm not going to go back to those, just as much as he needed me, I needed him, if that makes sense. Like, I just could not see myself going back to South Carolina and, not even a year later, and because I moved there August of 2001, and I was like, there is no way that this is now June 20 something, and I'm going to go back home. You know what I'm saying? Go back to where I come from. And so I pushed through. So I think he needed me just as much as I needed him, and he took me through a lot of shit, which I'll probably talk about in a whole nother video. But yeah. So then we move on to the next relationship. This relationship started in the summer of 2009. The summer of 2009. And so the summer of 2002, so summer of 2002 is when the first relationship ended, or that relationship ended, D. Then J came into play, and J happened the summer of 2000 and 2009. So that was what, 7 years later? So 7 years later, I'm now in a relationship. Yes, I dated. Yes, I got to know different people, and I got to sow my royals and do what I want to, not be a whore, but you know what I'm saying. But I did not officially commit to anyone until that year, until the summer of 2009. So the summer of 2009 is when I decided to give love a chance again with this young man, and I was 28 and he was 18, 19. So now in comparison to the previous relationship that I had in 2001, 2002, I was younger, he was older, and now here I am almost 10 years older than my boyfriend Jay. And this is another relationship that ended up with the both of us living together. So the one in 2001, 2002, we were living together. 2009, 2010, we lived together. And I was not upset. I was not crying. I don't think I did any of that with Jay. I was over it because at that point, at 19, 20, I'm still trying to figure myself out, right? But at 27, 28, I'm now becoming very responsible. I'm now coming into the man that I hope to be. And with coming into the man that I hope to be, I became responsible. I didn't have a car. I had my own apartment. I was no longer roommating and having roommates. And then I started with the company that I'm still with to this very day. So in 2008, I started with this company. So 2009, it's been a year with this company, and I was working from sun up to sundown, going in at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, not coming back home until 11, 12 o'clock at night. But I was working for the both of us. But I was also in a relationship where I was really the only person bringing in the money. And again, I was living by myself when they came into my life. But when you get an extra person into your home, you expect them to pull the weight. And so for me, I kind of found myself really trying to be the mentor and trying to be, even though I wasn't trying to be, I came across as more so the parent than the boyfriend. And that became a problem for us. I mean, I saw, because at 28 and he was 18, 19, I was able to see a little of me in him, but saying, I know I did what I did at 18 and 19 and thought I had it together and didn't have it together. Now there's a way for me to be able to kind of like push him to be the best man that I know that he can be, even as a young man. And so for him, it came across as me trying to be the parent, and that was never the case. But that was really the thing I felt like drove us apart, was the age difference. I have, and I'm not going to divulge his name. His name starts with a J, but I will say this. Where he is now in his life and his career is where I always saw it for him, and I'm so excited for him and what he's doing. But yeah, that was really the only downfall with Jay and I, was the fact that it was the age difference, and I was thinking one way, he was thinking another.